Hey everyone, North Central here again. Thanks for tuning in. It is appreciated as always. We're back out here at my potato planter. I'm mixing up some dirt. I've got some water going out of my rain barrel into a 5-gallon bucket that I'm going to use. I've got my compost there behind you, and of course I got my potato slices here to my left side. We're going to get right into this. I'm going to mix some dirt up, put a little bit more in here, and then we're going to get to planting the potatoes. But before we actually plant the potatoes, I want you guys to watch a video of me slicing them up. So I'll see you back here in just a couple minutes. Hey guys, North Central here again. In here in a couple days I'm going to be going outside and planting some potatoes in my potato planter. But first of all, of course, I got to deal with the potatoes. And what I have here is a 5-pound bag of Yukon Golds. I love Yukon Golds, they're great, but this is the first time that I'm actually going to be growing them. So hopefully everything will come out okay. The first thing that you're really going to need is a good sharp knife. And that's exactly what this is. It's a case knife. I've had this for a very long time and it is very, very sharp. So let's go ahead and cut into the bag here and pull out a potato. Now when you buy seed potatoes, this is basically what you get, and they say that your seed potato should have at least 2 to 3 eyes in it, so you want to kind of look over it. And if you don't know what an eye is, this thing right here where this root's growing out, that was an eye. There's another good example of one right there, and of course there's another good example right there. So when I cut this, basically with this one, I'm just going to cut it in half. And you can see I've got 1, 2, 3 eyes on that one, and well, quite a few eyes on that one. And that's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut all these in half, and we'll go from there. Woo, that's a big one. Cut this one maybe in thirds. I don't know if you can do that or not, but why not try, right? It's so big. There's the dandies. Okay, so you can see I've got quite a few of them cut up, not all of them. I didn't cut all of them. The smaller ones like this I'm going to leave whole, but the larger ones, of course, I've cut in half, and I've got several eyes on them. Now what I need to do is leave them sit out, and basically what they're going to do is they're going to form a skin over where I cut them, okay? And I want to leave them laying out for at least a couple of days, because if I leave them laying out any more than that, then they're not going to have that skin whenever I plant them. So leave them lay out over a couple days, and then we'll get back to you here in a couple days and get these things in the planter. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that short little segment, and now we're going to get into planting the potatoes. Now as you can see, of course these have already been cut up. I cut these up just a couple days ago. In fact, it was 2 days ago, and some of them are sprouted, some of them just got eyes in it. And when you cut these up, you don't want to immediately put them into the ground because they're more susceptible to rot. So you leave them laying out for a couple of days, and they get this protective shell or film that kind of dry out where you cut them. And that's what you're wanting. Now I got about 5 pounds of potatoes here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant them cut side down. And it's just going to be all along. Now this one, of course, you can see that I didn't cut this one, and that's because it's so small, but it's still just going to go in there. Cut side down. Now I was told that with this potato planter, if I planted 4 to 5 pounds of potatoes, and if I did it right, then I could get somewhere around 90 to 100 pounds of potatoes out of it. I'm hoping that that's the case. So I got 2 more here. Put those 2 in here. Scoot this one over and this one over and put that one right there. Okay, potatoes are in. That was pretty easy, huh? Now I'm gonna cover them up with dirt. I've got my dirt already mixed up, so let me get that done. You're going to want to put about 4 inches or so on top of your potatoes that you plant. Or somewhere in there. And I made this the exact same way I've shown that I make everything else. It's a peat moss, vermiculite, and steep Contos tea. That way it's what I call supercharged. Get the rest of this in there. Smooth it out. And that's really all there is to it, guys. Potatoes are in the potato planter. Here in about a week or 2, they're going to start sprouting up. And when they get about 4 to 6 inches high, I'm going to be adding another section of wood coming up, adding more dirt in it. And as they grow up, I'll keep doing that. So stay tuned, because we're going to see how this potato planter does. This is North Central. Thanks for watching.